HTV News Source is sponsored by CN Vision Image Consulting and Chi Products. Clothing provided by Target.
Hello, welcome to this edition of HTV News Source. I'm your host, Mariana Oyanguren. Mayor Sylvester Turner talked about Hurricane Harvey recovery funds with local faith leaders. The mayor asked these pastors to reach out to their parishioners and let them know funding is available to help them rebuild or repair. He knows many have likely given up hope after receiving nothing for 18 months.
When people have been devastated, impacted by Harvey, and it's been 18 months, and they hadn't gotten any help or very, very little help, they can become, they lose hope. They just say help is not coming. They have forgotten about us, or they're just frustrated, okay? And if you were already on the margins of life prior to Hurricane Harvey, you've just been pushed down even further. Now the city has access to about $1.3 billion. 80% is driven based on vulnerability and need. People who are already on the margins, they've gotten pressed down. They didn't have many options. And if you know, for example, there are a lot of seniors who've gone to the store, for example, and purchased a whole lot of bleach to try to kill the mold themselves, okay? So we want to address most vulnerable, because what ends up happening in many cases after a disaster is sometimes is that those who already have means, they get stronger after sometimes. And then those who didn't have much means, they get poor after this event because they were already on the margins and they just pressed down. So that's what we're trying to address. And the reasons why we've asked you to come and be a part of it, because you see the people more than we see them.
Mayor Turner joins Baylor College of Medicine and the American Cancer Society at a news conference for Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Many bridges and city landmarks are lit in blue in recognition of colorectal cancer.
Screening and early diagnosis are crucial when it comes to preventing colon cancer. Sadly, for whatever reason, African American men have the highest rate of colon cancer death in the city of Houston. And people of Houston are dying, period, men and women, and African American men in a greater percentage for whatever reason from something that is preventable. So please listen when I say to men and women, especially African Americans, go get screened. Go get screened. It will save your life and keep you around for a long time for your family and friends. For the past 2 nights, Monday and Tuesday, the lights of Houston City Hall were turned blue in honor of Colorectal Cancer Month. And at the city, we have joined the coordinated effort with TMC and more than 50 businesses and organizations to turn buildings blue in the greater Houston area. Finally, I brought with me today a proclamation. We all know that this is colon month. And so, by the powers vested in me as Mayor of the City of Houston, I want to hereby proclaim March 2019 as Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month in the City of Houston. Let's turn all the buildings blue, and let's do everything we can to save men and women from a very preventable disease.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to HTV News Source. The Solid Waste Management Department neighborhood depository and recycling centers have made changes to accommodate daylight savings time. You must bring a valid driver's license or proof of residency to use at any of the 6 locations. The centers will be open Wednesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. except on city-approved holidays. To find the locations, you can log on to www.houstonsolidwaste.org or you may call 311. In other news, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark met in Houston City Hall with Mayor Sylvester Turner as part of a kickoff to collaborate regarding water resiliency and urban development between the two sister cities. The purpose is to address flood challenges. The princess met with fans outside of the reflection pool while she greeted fans who gave her flowers and carried the Danish flag. Once inside, the mayor, Councilmember Robinson, and flood czar Stephen Costello met with the princess to talk about strategies and solutions. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to HTV News Source. Now that students from multiple school districts are out on spring break, why not learn more about exotic animals at the Houston Zoo? If you're trying to decide what to do during spring break, why not take your family to the Houston Zoo? With over 100 species to look at, there's bound to be some favorites among the group. Jackie Wallace, Director of Public Relations, said spring break is a great time to come.
Spring break is the perfect time to come visit the Houston Zoo, where you'll see elephants and gorillas, orangutans, and giraffes. You can even ride the carousel or feed the giraffes as well, which is always a super fun thing for families.
This year, there's a new baby elephant called Tilly.
Right now, the most popular animal here in our zoo is baby Tilly, the Asian elephant. She is just a few months old and learning to swim, so right around in the afternoon, you might get to see her splashing around in her big pool with her sisters.
Other favorites are the big cats, lions, tigers, cougars, and cheetahs. Let's not forget the very tall and adorable giraffes, always a crowd pleaser. This family came down to take advantage of the first day of spring break.
Probably looking at the gorillas and then also just walking around and just seeing just different animals all together.
I like the red pandas too.
Wallace added they are open 7 days a week, so plan ahead, get online, get your tickets and parking pass all in one spot at www.houstonzoo.org. Bark is waiting for you to come by and visit their adoptable dogs and cats. Check it out. If you are considering adopting a cute, furry, four-legged friend for spring break, Bark, the city's animal shelter, has some advice for you to consider first. Jennifer Barrera explains.
We ask that you're 18 or over, and we ask for a valid ID and a utility bill for your proof of residency. We always recommend that you make arrangements before you get here, such as making sure that you are able to have a pet on your property. So if you live in an apartment, make sure you made your deposit for your pet deposit. If you live in a rental home, make sure that you have gotten the okay from the landlord to have a pet on the property.
Here at Bark, they not only offer adoptions, they also offer wellness checkups, vaccinations, microchips, and spay and neuter.
We offer the microchips here at Bark. They're $15 and it's a one-time fee that you pay. The microchip is permanent and it's not a GPS, but it is a form to find your pet. So if somebody finds your pet, they're able to scan. Usually it's placed on the neck, so you'll scan the neck to see if they have a microchip, and that microchip has your information, which can help reunite you with your pet.
8-year-old Felipe Sotolongo and his family are here looking for a dog.
I want a large dog. The breed specifically, I want a German Shepherd.
Bark employees spent time with Mimi, who needed her yearly checkup. For more information, you can log on to www.houstonbark.com. It's the last week of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, so why not go all out in Mutton Bustin style?
Yes! From bronco busting to bull riding.
Right foot, now left foot.
But before mounting a bucking bronco or raging bull, kids must ride a mini beast, a 200-pound runaway sheep.
Let's get rowdy.
Mutton busting has become a fan favorite at Rodeo Houston.
The hard thing is that you gotta hold on it as hard as you can.
This young and milder sport is a lot safer than bronco busting and bull riding. Rodeo clowns like Doug Watson are not only entertainers, but they provide safety to these tiny buckaroos.
We run with the kids and make sure that they land safely, or the sheep don't get caught up on them. If they fall over on them, we make sure that they get off of them safely. and then make sure that they have a good experience. We want to make sure that the crowd has a good time as well.
Rodeo clowns are selected among first-year volunteers in this committee. However, Doug is passionate about this gig.
Typically, they make the rookies be the clowns, and this year I loved it so much last year that I volunteered.
The goal of the sport is to hold on to the fluffy mammal as long as possible, or until the running beast joins the herd.
Did you practice at home before you came here?
No.
Why not? Well, you're a natural then. Show me the buckle you won.
I was excited for him. I was glad he held on, wasn't getting trampled by the sheep, so that was good.
So, where do the serious competitors go from here?
There are some that are wanting to get into being a bull rider, I guess, eventually. So.
Top competitors in these daytime events get the chance to compete at the Mutton Bustin final, held each night in front of 60,000 plus spectators.
He's still not ready to get off. Joseph Todd.
Thanks for watching this edition of HTV News Source. I'm your host, Mariana Oyanguren. Until next time, have a great day, and thanks for watching HTV. Your story, your voice, your station. Goodbye.
HTV News Source is sponsored by Vision Image Consulting and Chi Products. Clothing provided by Target.